when you're happy, what songs you listen?
Raja sir songs. வெளியில மழை பெஞ்சது and if I'm sad.
மருத்துவம் முதல் பொறியியல் வரை உங்கள் கனவுகளுக்கு சரியான முகவரி இந்திரா குரூப் ஆஃப் எஜுகேஷனல் இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன்ஸ். கால் 9841385858.
ஆச்சி மசாலா
எந்த சமையலும் ருசி தேடும் ரகசியம் 20 ரூபாய்.
சூப்பர் சண்டே வந்தாச்சு. சூப்பர் சண்டே
கிரியாஸின் சூப்பர் சண்டே சேல்.
The setting of Coimbatore Farm Market is so beautiful. எல்லாருமே கேட்பாங்க, why you only sing about women empowerment? You don't think that much about kadal and the madela. You don't sing that much about. And I was like, no, I sing sometimes, but I feel like women are the unsung heroes of our community. They don't support divorce. They don't support separation, no matter how bad the marriage is. Somebody who loves and cares about you should not be hurting you or your children. See, and the community didn't support us after that. So I had to stop learning music at that time. Ipolla, everybody listens to oru part from one album. But I feel like the art of listening to a full album from start to finish is kind of lost now.
இப்ப ரீசெண்டா ஒரு பார்த்தேன் கோயம்பேடு ஃப்ளவர் மார்க்கெட்ல ஒரு
Oh, ama, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Adu vandu was for Appadi Podidi. And I felt like the setting of Coimbatore Farm Market is so beautiful. And how do we show the environment but not necessarily use the people as the backdrop? Because adu vandu I'm very conscious about, you know, and we have to make sure that you only show the environment without tokenizing the people. And so I felt Coimbatore Farm Market is such a perfect place, and I used to go as a kid.
Okay.
Anga. So I was like, oh, this could be a good homage to that. And Appadi Podidi is something that my mama used to tell me. Appadi Podidi enna, if you say a good comeback or edavadhu, she'd be like, Appadi Podidi. So and I was like, oh, let's shoot in this farm market. And actually, my manager Miloni, she had the idea. She'd be like, oh, why don't we try it here? And so then Shakti from TDC, so he was like, okay, let's do this. And avanga na fulla. He made the full concept, and Shoot Bros, they did the full editing and the visuals, and it was really fun. It was such a fun video.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. ஒரு பக்கம் வந்து உங்களுடைய மியூசிக்கல் கரியர் அண்ட் மெடிசன் இருந்தாலும் லைக் ஹோம் கண்ட்ரியை விட்டு இன்னொரு கண்ட்ரில போய் இருக்கிறப்போ அந்த அந்த ஒரு ஹோம் சிக் அப்படின்னு ஒண்ணு வரும்ல, அது வந்திருக்கா?
Oh, so much, especially around Diwali and the festival time போது ரொம்பவே எக்ஸ்ட்ரா இருக்கும். Because party இங்க தான் இருக்காங்க. Party is in Chennai. So I always felt like it was always incomplete. My family was very spread out. My uncles lived on the other side of the country, and party was here. So Diwali, Navratri, and the madri time la extra homesick இருக்கும், especially when I was in college and stuff. So adnala da in college, a lot of me and other South Asian kids, I was on a Garba Ras team. Like we did all of the Indian things. So that was my way of dealing with that homesickness. And then that felt a little bit better because we're in the same boat. They've left home and come to study here. So that's how we used to cope with that. But definitely so much homesickness always.
But usually grandmother's வீட்டுக்கு போறோம் அப்படினா சில memes இருக்கும். We'll just go like very thin. திருப்பி வரும்போது we'll be totally fat.
True. I mean, my party, ellarum will say the same thing about their party. But ennoda party, genuinely, she makes amazing food. And Kerala food, Chennai food, rombave, and the manam is like so good. So I have to just eat. Opportunity kadakkum bodhu, I'll just eat how much ever. But that's okay. Who cares? You have to. That means you're loved a lot.
So what is the one thing she'll make if you're flying from LA? Inga varinga appadina, what's the very first food you'll eat from your party?
Oh. Either Mambar Rasagalan or Pulisheri, which is the same. But either Rasagalan or Avial. She makes, so any one of those three. Flight la airport, she'll be like, "Onak enna veno?" She'll like already ask. So between those three, she'll make one.
Wow. அது ஒரு மாதிரி ஒரு பெரிய இதோட இருக்கும்ல, like big expectation and the journey, it will be very beautiful. Recently I came to know with another interview, you had a very rough childhood and it was in a long process. How did that shape you to this Vidya Vox?
Yeah, that shaped me a lot because that I feel like I drew a lot of strength from my mom. And that was really tough, especially with the identity clash that I had. It was like also a lot of it was because I was home. Everything was so violent. And all of the associations I had with Carnatic music and culture in general was very violent, and so almost forced upon me. And so in school it was a little easier to be like not associated with anything, all of it, because it was always just in this context of violence. So it took me a long time to come back to it and be like, no, this is separate from that, and sometimes bad men exist, and that's okay, but that has nothing to do with the music culture or Indian culture in general. So I feel like I had to really take some time to discover that and take all the good bits out of that. But yeah, it shaped me very intensely because my mom, seeing her go through that and her resilience of that, it really inspired me today. I mean, even till today, it inspires me every day. And a lot of my music is because of my mom and my party. We live it's fully matrilineal now because of that. And so I feel like because of that, I've become very, very, all my songs are about women empowerment, and everybody, why you only sing about women empowerment? You don't sing that much about kadal and the madela. You don't sing that much about. And I was like, no, I sing sometimes, but I feel like women are the unsung heroes of our communities, and we have to sing namapati, who's singing about us. And so that's why I felt like so many of my songs, like Be Free, Talaivi, all of those things are very much inspired by my mom and inspired by my party.
Beautiful.
And I felt like it has shaped me and continues to shape me, I will say, as I grow older and get farther away from that. Because I feel like I have a very zero tolerance policy for all that. And I really encourage like all the women that come to my concerts and stuff to really stand up for themselves. And to be able to like pay it forward in some way is my hope.
Wow, that's very inspiring. ஏன்னா ஒரு 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 விஷயத்த வந்து நம்ம வெளியே வர்றதுன்றது that be very hard. And as you told, ஒரு 20 years முன்னாடி இருந்த mentality is very different. இன்னைக்கு இருக்கக்கூடிய அந்த women empowermentக்கும் 20 years backல இருந்ததுக்குமே ஒரு பெரிய difficult இது. That time with that community அதை break பண்ணி வெளியே வர்றதுன்றது it's such a,
because I feel like the community in general is very conservative.
Even in there in
they don't and they don't support divorce. They don't support separation, no matter how bad the marriage is. Even if you're health or abath, they don't care. They're just like, no, you have to stay. Paravala. Like, so it's like that mentality was supported by a lot of the community also. So Amma Vande, she basically was like, no, I'm not going to listen to any of you guys. And there's so many people saying don't do it. And she's like, no, this is a life risk for me and my children. And so to take that step was very, very difficult for her. And to even come to that realization, because you realize that love should not look like that. You know, you should not, somebody who loves and cares about you should not be hurting you or your children,
very true.
And children, you do not have to hurt anybody, first of all, but even especially children, because children are innocent. You don't need to hurt them in any way to get discipline across through them or anything. So so I just felt like in general, it's shifted. Anna, there's a long way to go always, and the mentality alone, it's become better because of social media. People are able to share, people are able to see there's some solidarity, and you don't necessarily have to use your immediate community. You can have an online community who can support you. So apala we didn't have social media. Adala irkala, amma kon adala irkala. She just had whoever she knew.
Ado Indians irkrappa we'll be sticking to our community.
Exactly. Avanga vande we only knew Indians like in the party community.
Okay.
So school ella it was not that many Indians, so it was a little easier in school. But Amma, she only knew one or two people and who were Indian, and they didn't support it. And so I feel like that was really difficult. But because of that, she had such a grit about her, and she's like, no, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do it for myself and the kids. And even that's why I wrote Sundari around that, because I feel like Sundari is not only about velila enna irukradhu, is actually ulla resilience, bravery, courage, and I feel like women have that abound.
Beautiful. But சில விஷயங்கள் அதனால உங்களுடைய கரியர்ல பாதிக்கப்பட்டுச்சு. I mean, because of the decision which she took, உங்களுடைய journey into music, into that community ல சில breaks கொடுத்தது.
See, and the community didn't support us after that. So I had to stop learning music at that time. But I just found different gurus who did support it and who were very open-minded. I mean, it's not something to be open-minded about. It's a basic right. But at that time, we had to find people who were open-minded and who were like, okay, it's okay if your mom's a single mom, I'll teach you. And the madri, it took some time. But I did find different gurus. And actually, if it wasn't for my mom doing that, she wouldn't have even supported music. See, she took such unconventional decisions. So she was like, no, you also take a risk. Ado risk dane. Huge. They took a huge risk. And so because of that, she was like, no, you do music, you try. So she's very supportive of like unconventional things like that now because of her experience and in general of what we've been through.
Okay. So adukkaga da neenga medicine eduthathu inda sila past ellam saarnda onna illa you wanted to be in the medicine?
See, that's an interesting question. I don't know if it was stuck up on me, but I was good at science. Science and math alone and pidikum. Like especially science, I loved science, but I don't know if that was the path that was stuck up on me at that time. And when I had a chance, like in 2013, to think about it, really go on a journey to be like, I don't know, do I actually like this, or was this something forced upon me by the culture, by the norms, and obviously by my dad? I realized that maybe it was not something that I wanted to do for my life. I'm passionate about it, but not something that I wanted to dedicate my life to. I was always creative. Sidelana, I'll always do a lot of creative things. I mean, part in the but also like home decor, like all of these other random creative things I'll be doing, like drawing and the madri. So I've always been a creative person, and so it's like, do I want to lean into that? And so talking to my mom about that also helped, because she was like, no, you've always been a creative person. Just give this a shot. So that's a good question. I think it's something that I realized. I think it's been put on me by just in general. I mean, it is something with more stability. That's true. I mean, as a doctor, you have more stability.
Yes.
As an artist, there's no stability. There's no stability. So that is there, but I'm definitely a happier person being an artist.
Great. எப்பயாவது அது தோணி இருக்கா, ஓகே நம்ம வந்து we'll just go back to medicine ஒரு ட்ரை கொடுக்கலாமா இல்ல?
தோணவே இல்ல.
இப்போ
வரைக்கும் தோணவே இல்ல. இது வரைக்கும் தோணிட்டல. Let's see.
இல்ல தோணாம இருக்கிறது நல்லது.
Always my next thought is like, oh yeah, இந்த பாட்டு எப்படி பண்ணலாம், இந்த ஷோக்கு எதை எப்படி இம்ப்ரூவ் பண்ணலாம். Immediately that's all my brain is filled with.
Okay.
Usually இது வரைக்கும் அந்த thought வந்தது இல்ல. So let's see.
வராம இருக்கிறது better.
Yeah, let's hope. Fingers crossed.
Yes. So பொதுவா இப்போ mostly ஒரு ஆல்பம் நம்ம உருவாக்குறோம் அப்படினா இப்போ அந்த டைம் like 2016 17 there were CDs and things. அது CDs print பண்ணனும்னு ஆசை இருந்ததா உங்களுக்கு வித்யா வாக்ஸ்? CDs compact disc.
Oh sorry. Yeah, actually I did. நிறைய குத்து ஃபயர் வந்து I printed many CDs and my first US tour I sold it, a lot of the CDs, and it's இன்னும் இருக்கு ஒரு I still have 30 CDs left. Wow. I know I should probably like give it away.
Put it up on sale.
ஆமா, exactly. Because CDs have come back now. இப்போ பாத்தீங்கன்னா vinyl, CDs and the physical media is coming back, and in a way that's cool because இப்போ வந்து streaming alone, it's a little challenging for artists because artists don't get paid that much on streaming.
Okay.
And so I feel like a lot of people want to support their artists through physical media, and so I'm happy that it's coming back.
Yes.
So maybe for my next tour I can give those old CDs away.
Yes, please give that away with the signed copy.
Oh, definitely. Why not?
So physical copy பேசுறப்போ எனக்கு என்னன்னா, what you prefer, vinyl or CD?
Vinyl.
Okay.
100%. So Shankar got these speakers from the 70s.
Okay.
And he rewired them, and they're these romba perusu, but they are such lovely speakers and they have such a warm sound. And I feel like it's very intentional. You really get to listen to a record start to finish. Ipolla everybody listens to oru part from one album. But I feel like the art of listening to a full album from start to finish is kind of lost now, and I think with vinyl you have to sit there and you have to listen to the whole album. I mean, you can skip if you want, but you don't need to. You just have to listen to the whole work as the artist intends, and I feel like that's a really cool thing to do. So I love vinyl.
Great.
Yeah.
Actually we are looking for இப்போ நீங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி தான் அந்த physical media ஓட ஒரு விஷயம் வந்து I think அது ஏன் வருது நான் பாக்குறேன்னா, like people love to own the music, and streaming platformsல இன்னைக்கு இருக்கும் நாளைக்கு அது இருக்காது.
Correct.
அந்த குவாலிட்டி, அந்த ஒரு கம்ஃபர்ட் வைனல்ல கேக்குறப்போ ஒரு வார்ம் சவுண்ட் ஒன்னு இருக்குது.
It's very warm, and also Usually like artists are very intentional and the liner notes எல்லாம் you can read like what is the message of the artist அதெல்லாம் it's very intentional யாரெல்லாம் பாட்டு contribute பண்ணிருக்காங்க so you can see all of those credits and I love reading all that. I love liner notes and செலப்போலாம் you can get a poster so I've bought vinyls where I've gotten posters of artists and stuff like that. So usually now whatever city I'm in, I usually get a vinyl. Random, not usually like the famous vinyls. Whatever obscure vinyl in the small bins, I'll take it and so every city I've been to, I have a vinyl from there.
What's your favorite நீங்க கலெக்ட் பண்ணதுல?
Oh, actually என்னோட தாத்தாவோட old ராஜா சாரும் MS Subbalakshmi அந்த பாட்டு அந்த சுப்ரபாதம் அந்த vinyls எல்லாம் he had and he passed it down to me like through my party. My party is like I have all these CDs. What do I do with these vinyls? And I was like, Party,
these are good.
Yeah. She's like, I don't know what to do with this. Let's give this away. I was like, no, give it away to me. Do not give away these precious vinyls. So I love those vinyls. Pare Pare Paatu. And actually, in fact, last year I found a vinyl shop in Chennai and I got more of Raja Sir's vinyls from the 80s.
Wow.
Yeah, it was lovely.
So in the 2026 music has changed a lot.
Yes.
ஆனா ஒரு விஷயம் நான் பாக்குறது என்ன அப்படின்னா நம்ம பேசுற மாதிரி இந்த கிளாசிக்கல் அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு லைன் வந்து அது எப்படி சொல்றது இட்ஸ் இன் டிஃப்ரெண்ட் ஃபார்ம். இப்போ நம்ம அப்ப பேசுன மாதிரி இருக்கு அனியோட சாங்ஸ்ல வந்து ஒரு கிளாசிக்கல் இருக்குன்னா the part is getting hit. ரெண்டு பாட்டு இப்போ டிசில ஒரு பாட்டு போட்டாரு and another film அவரோட ஹிட்ஸ்ல வந்து இட் பிகம் a very massive hit. சோ ஒரு கிளாசிக்கலோட இன்ஃப்ளூயன்ஸ் மியூசிக்குள்ள ஒரு தனி நபருக்கு என்ன பண்ணுது நீங்க பாத்தீங்க?
So I feel like classical music is so deeply rooted in our culture that ellarkume there's a nostalgia sense to it. It feels like home. So when you hear a classical line in a contemporary song, I feel like adoru connect vera, you know, because you think about it and it connects to something deeper, connects you to people generations before you who've enjoyed similar songs or similar lines in a song, and I feel like that is what really makes a difference. If you hear like one line, even if it's like one inspired by a Carnatic, so those songs become extra hit, I feel, because people have a nostalgia for that, have nostalgia for old classical music or old type songs.
I think அதுதான் நினைக்கிறேன் இன்னைக்கும் வந்து ராஜா சாரோட பாட்டை வந்து the so-called Gen Zs are listening to Raja sir songs.
Of course, because அவங்க first of all அவங்களோட பாட்டு எல்லாமே evergreen, எல்லாமே it stands the test of time. And Carnatic and Hindustani music எல்லாம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா all of those kritis and bandishes also stand the test of time, and it's because generation to generation like we really pass that on, and also we have that deeply rooted in us. We're connected by that. And so no matter how it shapes and flows through the generations, through the different genres, I think the roots are always there. And I think that's why people really like kind of the callback to the classical traditions.
Okay. So if usually ஒவ்வொருத்தருக்கு ஒரு favorite albums இருக்கும் இது இருக்கும்.
ஆமா.
When you're happy, what songs you listen? Any particular album?
Oh, when I'm happy, I usually listen to anybody from like Beyonce to like so it depends, or some like 90s Bollywood songs or 90s songs, a lot of Raja Sir songs. So it really depends. I'm happy la enna mood, you know, happy if I'm like pumped up, then I listen to a lot of like hip hop. So it really varies my mood.
Sad?
Sad usually bhajans. I'm a sucker for bhajans. I listen to all type of bhajans, and usually Indian music only when I'm sad. And or like old, very like there's this one, oh my god, what song is it? It's by Richa Kal. There's this from in the movie Nyame Lepo. But anyway, I listen to that song all the time. Oh, Sajda. Oh my god, Sajda. I love that song. I like to listen to it on repeat. You know, I just any like on the dark songs as really matches my mood. Then and especially Velila Maya Penjadu, and if I'm sad, perfect combo.
That's nice. So actually we are looking forward in the 2026 I think you'll be producing more songs.
Now ipo vandu I'm in Chennai to write my new album, and almost half is over. I have to go back to finish it, and it's gonna come out in a few months. So it'll be coming out. Yeah, get excited. I'm very excited about it. கொஞ்சம் தமிழ் கொஞ்சம் ஹிந்தி
Ah,
ஒரு பஞ்சாபி and some English. So எல்லாமே மிக்ஸா இருக்கு பட் இட் மேக்ஸ் சென்ஸ் ஐ ப்ராமிஸ்.
nice, nice, nice. So overall இந்த tours பண்றீங்கல்ல,
ஆமா.
இப்போ can we expect any tours in India?
Yes, there's some coming in the fall.
Okay.
And yeah, just follow me to as soon as it's like I'm ready to announce it, it'll be
Yeah, we are
I'll be
so
out.
much pumped up for that.
Yes, and it's going to be a new tour because
Okay.
Sundari Tour for 2 years I've done that tour.
Okay.
So now it's the new era. It's time for the new era. So it's coming up.
We are so much excited for that. And thank you so much Vidya for the wonderful time. It was a great conversation.
Yeah.
நிறைய music இருந்தது.
ஆமா.
நிறைய பேசுறதுக்கு. So
Definitely.
happy. கண்டிப்பா இந்த ஒரு இன்டர்வியூ ஒரு மாதிரி பார்க்கறவங்களுக்கு ஒரு நாஸ்டால்ஜிக்கா இருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். Because all those songs நீங்க கொண்டு வந்ததா இருக்கட்டும், like still it's there in the chart busters. அது வந்து எப்படி சொல்றது, சப்கான்ஷியஸா அதை கேக்குறாங்க. அது ஏதாவது ஒரு ஃபார்மேட்ல மேபி இன் ஷார்ட்ஸ் ஆர் ரீல்ஸ்
Yeah.
ஆர் whatever it's there. அது அப்படியே அந்த ஒரு இதுல இருக்கு.
Yeah.
So yes, thank you
But
so much.
thank you so much for having me. It's been such a pleasure.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
மருத்துவம் முதல் பொறியியல் வரை உங்கள் கனவுகளுக்கு சரியான முகவரி இந்திரா குரூப் ஆஃப் எஜுகேஷனல் இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன்ஸ். கால் 9841385858.
ஆச்சி மசாலா
எந்த சமையலும் ருசி தேடும் ரகசியம் 20 ரூபாய்.
சூப்பர் சண்டே வந்தாச்சு. சூப்பர் சண்டே கிரியாசின் சூப்பர் சண்டே
கிரியாசின் சூப்பர் சண்டே சேல்